Good morning, everybody. We are at the Fairyland Trail in Bryce Canyon. We are 3 steps into the trail.
This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
It is probably about 65 degrees this morning. No wind whatsoever. Absolutely beautiful. We got on the trail at 7:45 a.m. Only one other car in the parking lot. So we've got the trail to ourselves this morning. I mean, that's pretty spectacular.
That is so cool.
Look at this rock right here, guys.
Wow.
You're like at the base of this one. I think this is what's cool about this is that you got like right at the base, hike in and around all of these little features.
The mix of 2 different environments of like forest, because there's some pine trees and other stuff,
And then desert.
and then desert.
Testing out the rind. Keep it real, eat the peel. Strawberry.
Ooh, look at that.
No, dried pears, dried apples, dried strawberries. That's what it is. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice and sweet.
For hiking, it's super sweet.
Uh-huh.
It's just what I needed.
And not so dry that it dries out my mouth. It's nice and chewy. Ooh,
That's an apple too.
it's apple. Apple fruit leather. Woo! That's where we're going.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're hiking around the whole thing.
So the trail goes back up in here,
Yep.
around, up to that ridge, and then back to the trailhead.
I think everyone should do this hike. The trail is very wide and well packed. Okay, so you're not scrambling. Some sections are steep. I guess a little steep. They're not bad. I've done worse. But the views just don't let up ever in a good way.
So cool that we were able to walk through it.
I keep thinking about what that guy said. The trail didn't change, I changed. I think you could apply that to anything. Right? My family didn't change, I changed.
Yeah,
The bike ride didn't change, I changed.
We've only seen
Just those 2 girls.
2 girls on the trail in
That's it.
3 miles, and it's awesome. It's just nice and peaceful morning. This canyon wall is just right above us. Like we're hiking all the way through it. We see all these hoodoos from like really close up instead of from the outlook on top of the canyon.
Right.
It's like the difference between looking at the lookout at the top of the Grand Canyon versus actually hiking rim to rim.
And what's fascinating is both views are really spectacular.
Oh yeah.
Seeing them from different perspectives makes you appreciate it that much more.
Right? They've just done such a great job with the trail. The trail's in like really nice condition.
Yes.
It said hiking boots recommended.
I wouldn't say so, no.
I say you don't need hiking boots. Any good walking shoes will do. As long as you've got experience and conditioning to be on your feet for 8 miles. My favorite thing about this trail is that we get to get right up close to each of these formations. Like they're all right here and we're in the middle of them. It's turned very hot and there's not much shade.
Yeah, there's no shade.
Reprieve from the sun.
Except for right here.
Except for right in this one spot because of this one tree.
So you're talking about your favorite part of the trail.
Uh-huh.
And while the views are unmatched and there's like almost no people out here, trails in pristine condition, My favorite thing is the longer we're out here, the more the kids talk. They just like, the more time we spend out here, it's been 2 hours right now, they just spew like every thought, every frustration, every hope. And I love listening to that. I love hearing that. I love listening to their hearts. And it didn't happen in the first mile or two.
Nope.
It was as time went on. I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, me too. We reached the top, and it is worth the view. Worth the hike? The view is worth the hike. That's what I wanted to say.
That's what it is, yes. There's a cool breeze here. Yeah. I could sit here for an hour looking at this.
But the trail we just came up, like, hiked us all the way through this stuff right here. I mean, that's a great hike. If you guys get a chance to do the Fairyland Trail in Bryce Canyon National Park, I highly recommend.
Pack lots of water.
It's got a fair amount of hiking, right? A fair amount of climbing.
It's a fair amount of climbing. It's, what, 1,500 feet of climbing.
Now we've got like 2.5 miles left to get back to the car. We are at the high point of this trail, which is at about 8,100 feet. The bottom of the canyon was about 7,300 feet, but we got into the pines again, and we're about to hit the ridge. You feel pretty good? Or you feel a little tired?
Yeah, my legs are kind of tired. But if you get the chance to go on this hike, highly recommend it.
Okay.
Do it.
The 10-year-old has spoken. Highly recommended, seal of approval. So you guys thought the views were done.
Nope.
We're like almost back to the car.
Nope.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Amazing. Look, that's that first trail we took down.
Yep.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
This is so cool. Dad's got the GoPro. I gotta count how many footsteps there are on the way up. Big blob of red.
What's crazy? We just came up all those switchbacks.
Just take them over.
You guys like that?
Yeah. That's spectacular.
Look at these views at Bryce Canyon. Kick butt.
No kidding.
Check out that view.
That is spectacular.
Look at all the hooters.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It switches back down and down and down. And that's where we're headed. Putting paws on the hike. It's a little on the wet side.
I'm on the east side. I'm on the west side.
Attempt number 2 at the Peekaboo Loop at Bryce Canyon. Yesterday's attempt did not go so well.
We might still be a little damp
I know my shoes are still wet.
from that. My pack's a little damp.
We got caught in a rainstorm. We're at the top of Peekaboo Loop right now. We were probably about,
Gosh.
it's really pretty.
Holy cow.
We were a quarter mile down from where we are right now, and it started to rain, and we had a couple really close lightning strikes.
Like, there was one that was right on top of us.
And when you see this canyon, you'll understand, like, this was not a good place to be in the middle of a storm. So we turned around and called it a day.
Yeah.
And so it is 8 a.m. Temperature's like 65 this morning,
Amazing.
and it just feels perfect. So we're gonna show you the views. When we got here last night and there was kind of rain across the valley, across the canyon here, it was absolutely spectacular. And so we couldn't wait to come back and try it again. Look at how the sun is catching all of those hoodoos. It is
I love love how the sun catches them hoodoos.
The sun on the hoodoos is my favorite.
You guys are a bunch of jerks. Does that wall have a name? The Hindu temples. You guys, how awesome is that? I mean, that is way cool, guys. I mean, look how thin some of these are at the top. There's a squirrel in a tree.
Oh, I see him.
Eating pine cones, and he bombed Ryan down below and hit Ryan in the head. You got the pine cone, Ryan?
This is the culprit.
Oh, look, there's more still
Yeah,
falling.
there's stuff falling.
That's funny. Hey there, Mr. Squirrel.
Like, what the?
They call this the Peekaboo Trail for a reason.
Yeah, they do.
You just keep peeking through all these cracks and tunnels and arches, and it's like one awesome vista after another. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.